camera angle.
Yeah.
You need to get. What'd you do to the camera?
I don't know. You didn't do the right one. Welcome everybody to Taylor, Arkansas.
I can fix it.
Welcome to
Go ahead.
welcome to Small Town Famous. This is your boy Romy Romy in the house, and also that's Alan. Get that nub away from the camera. Oh man, that is Alan. Guilty Pleasure Nolte, and I am Chase the Face.
Chase the Face.
Chase the Face. Now you getting this in a frame. Gosh.
God.
Anyway, we appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Is there an earthquake? What's going on?
Yeah, everybody's waiting. But anyway, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you want to be a part of the show, just start commenting away. Click share if you don't mind. We're going to let you guys steer where this show goes. And if it's off the cliff, we don't care because we let you guys take control of it. We got questions that you guys wrote in. We're going to answer a little bit later. But if you guys want to... I'm ready. I got this peripheral working on that monitor.
Shoot.
Anyway,
I don't know where I'm looking. I'm just looking at the TV over here.
We're all ready to go because today is one of my favorite days of the year. You know, today is the day I live for.
April Fool's?
Podcast day.
No, it's March 25th, dude.
Podcast day.
Dude, it's my favorite holiday of the year. It's
Thursday.
It's
Thursday before.
It's Elton John's birthday, man. Oh, we got a picture of Elton John. One of my favorite artists of all time, known for the goofy glasses and all that. Elton John, we appreciate. Love Elton John. Elton John, happy birthday. I think
Tennessee 5.
He's up in the late 70s at this point. So happy birthday, Elton John. But we are excited for everybody to tune in. We got Romy back, y'all. I mean, this is a big day for us. As you can tell, Fro's not here. Jordan's.
I'm so glad
is he
they
out
ain't
fighting
here.
crime?
No, he's off today.
I don't know.
Then what's he not? So
I don't know.
Doesn't care.
I think he's getting mentally prepared for work tomorrow.
Yeah, say Romy's here again.
Romy's here.
Yay!
I thought you'd do the but anyway.
Oh, well.
Anyway. There we go. We're going to move right into a good show. Remember, comment away, click share, subscribe, all that good stuff. But what a time
Mostly
to be alive.
comment.
Yeah, mostly comment away.
I was going to say about my gosh, I've never shared my nub.
No, you haven't.
With
not the
on
American
live.
people. No.
I've talked about it.
What happened to
audio. It got pinched off, and I filed a workers' comp claim against my dad.
How much money you get?
Didn't get paid.
Oh no, I got like $1,000 spent on my sound system.
And then I blew the speakers up at Treepo.
Who says socialism doesn't work? Shoot.
Anyway, what a time to be alive, everybody. We appreciate you for tuning in because right now it is, I mean, what a time it is for America because of the border crisis here. As you know, a lot of people flocking to the southern border trying to get in the country and really putting the Biden-Harris administration into a pickle. But I listened to his press conference today, and Biden released a plan that says he's got a way to drive people away from the border back into the countries of origin. And we have exclusive footage of this plan. Here's the plan to drive people away from the border.
And I kind of agree.
There it is, right there.
Kind of
They're going to set up, apparently, Nickelback on stage, drive people away from the border. That's just a...
I kind of agree with it myself.
Anyway, yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah. I may go down there and just kind of tune in.
You know, I heard one guy, he said...
Go down where?
To the border. Watch Nickelback.
They're going to let you in.
They won't let me in.
I heard one guy, he said he's got his life plan figured out. He's going to go over to Mexico, withdraw his citizenship, and then come over here illegally. Then he's set up for life. He's like,
taken care of.
Way to go.
That's the plan.
Taken care of. But
fix my truck.
Right now, the border is kind of looking like the border wall, especially without it being completed, is kind of looking like my NCAA bracket. It's pretty busted because, as you know, the Sweet 16 continues this weekend, and I mean, I actually had Arkansas in the Sweet 16 in my bracket, so I've correctly picked a few others. I had a tough time getting all my teams there because I got an Elite Eight. It kind of stumbled. My bracket stumbled and faltered, and it was pretty bad. We actually have a video of my bracket trying to get to the Sweet 16, if you don't mind playing that. That is my bracket on the way to the Sweet 16. We're going to quick recovery. Let's go. Come on, there we go. There's my bracket brushing itself off. And
my favorite part's coming up. My favorite part's coming up.
There it is. My bracket finally made it to the
right here. He's like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My bracket, baby. Arkansas about to go.
That's your president.
Man, Brian Brock is actually correct. He's commenting. He actually is an old Emersonite. He said, I love Nickelback, and he knows it because I think, did we go do a concert together? I know he's seen me in the front row.
Tell me you went to the one when when the blind girl danced to you.
No, that was Dave Matthews. And that was my brother-in-law.
You know, we did so many
He had to turn her around.
So we did, did we get up to 100 audio? I can't remember. Did we? I don't remember. COVID kills so many things, but
I don't know.
That's Cormo's career. But I wish you could retell that story because nobody can see when you do. Because every time Chase talks about a blind person,
which is not often. No, I don't know why you say that.
Yes, you do.
You know what time it is? It's Blind Lady Thursday.
Because you do. This
is the worst Hooters I've ever been
to. What do you call that? What's the name of that guy? Stephen.
Stephen Root.
Stephen Root. You always do the Stephen Root.
Stephen Root from Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Do you remember the blind concert? The blind girl concert?
No, I'm new to this. Can you get
just a quick snippet of that story?
Okay. My brother-in-law went to a Dave Matthews concert in Little Rock. It was an outdoor venue. And we got up there. It was actually the Allman Brothers opening up for him. So me and Jonathan are in the crowd, because it's in a baseball field. So we're not anywhere near sitting. So we're just standing there. And the Allman Brothers were, I think, going off. And now Dave Matthews is about to come on. And the music gets going. Everybody's having a good time. But there's a blind lady, young lady, but blind. And you could tell. There's no glasses or anything, but you could tell that.
How could you tell? Were they foggy?
It was. Well, I don't know. It was. That may have been the puff from everybody else.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, let me get to my story. Anyway, the music's going. Everybody's kind of gliding along, doing the white people dance. It's Dave Matthews, but. This girl starts, getting into her dancing, but she's faced the wrong way, and it's right in my brother-in-law's face, and so the crowd's really packed in there. So it's like a lot of on the body type, just gyrating, and he's slowly like people are bumping into you the whole concert, so he's acting like he's bumping into her, but slowly turning her around. And so just kind of face her towards where the music's coming from. So that's kind of it in a pinch. But you want me to do the Stephen Root impersonation?
Yeah, because when you told the story, you did the dance. It was me and Emily podcasting.
Yeah. Well, I'll do the Stephen Root stuff, right? Because what's he saying? Oh, brother, what this? Somebody needs to comment and say what.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, hit me with this camera right here. All right, you ready?
I need it.
Let me think of one of the lines because he goes,
We got this.
"No, they got a 95 picking at the ground down there. That's right." All right, that's all you get for now. But
I got lightheaded.
It's not making fun of anybody. It's just I'm making fun of Stephen Root because it's so funny when
you're doing an impersonation of Stephen Root doing an impersonation of a blind person because he's not blind.
Yeah, so I'm twice removed from offending anybody.
Yeah. Well,
if there's anything I've learned with this cancel culture, is you just got to double down. You got to plant your feet and just ride the storm.
My thought is,
double down.
If now that we're doing live stream, we probably lost that demographic anyway.
Oh,
so
double down.
You heard it. Okay,
what's up, STFers? Hello. What's up, Mean Gene?
Mean Gene's back in the building.
STFers. That sounds so.
Anyway, you just got back from we hope everybody's having a good spring break. If you're on spring break, it is in Arkansas. We're on spring break technically. You went on a spring break.
If you're Roman, you're always on spring break.
You're always spring breaking.
Stay that way, cuz.
I saw you on the spring break stuff down in Miami Beach when everybody was fighting. I saw you like
with the Gone Wild stuff.
No,
he's the one that jumped out of the cop car.
That looked just like you.
It looked like his back.
You literally have handcuff imprints. I see that.
See, man. Wait, you was going to bust me out in front of everybody.
We just got back today from Branson. We technically didn't go to Branson. We went to Big Cedar Lodge.
Okay, that's like the old people spring break.
No, dude, nah.
And we saw some creeks. And we rode some horses.
Son, no. Wait, speaking of horses, we did do a horseback ride because Aniston been wanting to do a horseback ride for a long time. And we keep promising her, and weather hadn't worked out, and COVID hit, and blah blah. Every time something comes up, I always say COVID hit. So anyway, but COVID hit, so we couldn't do horseback riding. So we go up there, and that's one of the main things we're going to do. And this was like, I've been on horseback rides with Emily and all that, and Lexi, and it's like you're on autopilot. I mean, these horses are like, are you freaking kidding me? So they just go, but this time they put me on a horse. Okay, they weighed us all.
When was the last time you rode a horse?
The last time I rode on autopilot, we were in Hot Springs.
5 years, 10 years.
It's been a decade. Probably. It's been a while. So,
okay. All right. So you're out of practice.
Horse. And they looked at me, and they bring out this young horse. It's the biggest horse they had, and they said he's kind of hard headed. He's not autopilot.
That's a confidence
you
booster.
You got to drive him. I said, all right, so we're going and stuff. And you talk about confidence booster. I was thinking, man, this is the worst marketing ever. So I'm riding along on this deal, and I was like, he's kind of hard headed, right? And
I was just going to change.
He's kind of.
Why are you going?
Never mind.
Yeah,
just leave it there.
You're doing, we're doing our own thing, everybody just trotting along. And I'm sitting there having to steer this dude because he's like
full body workout.
Well, the girl said, "Yeah, he has we think he has ADD." I mean, literally every time
the horse.
Yeah, they said he would follow a butterfly off a cliff. I mean, every time a bug would jump, he'd be looking.
Well, so would Fro, but we don't say he's got ADD.
So he has the opposite of ADD.
DDA.
So.
See, here's the thing. I can only look at one thing.
And the trail people are they're riding beside and stuff, and I'm talking with her, and I was like, she said, "So how's it going?" They were checking on me with it. And I said, "Oh," I said, "He's a good boy." I said, "Everything's going fine," and she literally said, "Yeah, we're only 10 minutes in. Let us know when you're done."
Give it time.
And I'm thinking,
why did she say that?
That is the worst marketing ever.
Why would you say that?
I want to put
that
on a T-shirt.
Let us know when you're done.
Hey, it starts out fun, but it could really suck when you're done. I mean, who would say that to somebody? Like,
they got your money already, so it's not like, you're going to get your refund.
Yeah, and I wasn't being cocky. I was like, oh, it's going well. She was like,
he signed the agreement. Yeah, I mean, we're good.
That's it. They made you sign all these waivers, but at the end of it, she's like, yeah, just tell me, wait and see till it's after it's over. I'm like,
that is not.
Why
is she trying to scare you? That makes no sense.
It is. Oh, it is scared. It is scared.
It is scared. Daddy.
I got the straps out, and I just kind of started. I want to see what old boy can do.
Yeah,
but no.
Can we take the saddle off?
The horse behind him bit him in the rear, so that didn't help things. But he got a little ornery a couple times. Daddy, I straightened him out. He broke by the time I got back.
So you
literally broke. They said they'd never had this kind of load on his back. But no, that was fun on a horseback ride. But we had a little excitement going up there. At the same time, I was kind of proud of myself. Those of you who have listened to the podcast for a long time know I tend to have a heavy foot. And I got a speeding ticket. I did
Where
not.
at? In Missouri or Arkansas?
I was thinking after I pulled away from the officer, if I'd have made it 5 more minutes, I'd have made it to the border. I was 5 miles from Missouri. So
speed trapping through there.
Man, oh golly. Yes, 65,
Northwest Arkansas got to get there.
65-45. 65-45. So anyway, so I get stopped.
That's like North Louisiana, man.
So the state trooper.
That's bad. Dude,
I'm rolling, right? So I'm passing these people. And so I'm like, okay, I'm speeding. And I come up over here, there's a state trooper, and he's rolling like 50 in the 65. So I pass him.
Of course, you got to pass him now.
And there's the lights.
You might hit 67.
So he rolls over, and he comes up. He's got his mask on and everything. And he talked redneck and everything. But he was African-American fella. And I was like, 4-wheel drive? Why? What's the deal? No, I didn't do that. I hand over immediately my license and registration, which is what you're supposed to do. And super nice guy. And my due to COVID, my registration apparently
he couldn't give you your license.
A little out of date. So,
was that what you said?
Just a scope.
Well, no. Later,
sir, this expired in 2019. Yeah, ain't you ever heard of COVID-19?
That was pretty close.
2019.
But I did that star system where I do so many years at a time. So apparently it's been a minute. But
you're the reason my potholes on Mississippi Street ain't got fixed yet, man.
But I'm getting it fixed. You know what? I get it fixed, and I can tell you the reason why he gave me a warning on that. Just on that. He gave me a warning on that because, and me and Leslie was talking about it later. I'm like, I never get warnings ever, and. But I wasn't sarcastic either. So, but I was thinking, well, nobody could register last year because of COVID. But he did give me a speeding ticket. He said, I worked it down for you. He said, I clocked you at 86. He said, that was 65.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Your point.
I wanted to argue. I wanted to gently debate.
Did you reset the radar?
I said, I wanted to see the radar, but I was like, God, I had my cruise control set at 79. He said, he's 86. And I said, I had my cruise control set at 75. He said, he's 86. Aniston, bravely from the back, says, Dad, when I looked, you were going 79. And I looked at the officer, who was right there at the window, and I said, I was probably going 86. If he was 79 with those tires. And he laughed. And anyway, it wound up, he went down. He was a great officer, very nice guy. It wasn't a bad experience for him to get a ticket. But he said the one thing that y'all have never heard me say, ever heard told to me.
He told me you love me.
Have you ever had many speeding tickets? And I just like, I mean, I've had some. And as y'all know, because y'all have heard,
I've heard Jordan talk about it.
Jordan on this podcast say that I'm like in their system. Like when I pop up, it's like, whatever. Like the no-flies list. If there was one, I'd be on it.
You're a no-drive list?
Yeah, so he goes and checks my stuff, comes back and he says, well, I'm going to go ahead and knock this down and help you out some. He said, because you hadn't had a speed ticket in a long time. And I was like, what the crap happened?
How far
2020 jacked everybody up. But I'm cool with it. But I thought.
I didn't scroll down, though.
I had a tear in my eye. I was like, you're so sweet. Yes, sir, I'll pay it. Absolutely.
I'll even throw a tip.
But I want to thank that guy for because I made registration and I was going.
There's the difference.
And I was going 86.
There's the difference between your kids and mine, because if I would I could have sworn my cruise was set on 76 or something. Hadley or somebody would have leaned over and said, yeah, you were definitely doing around 90, Dad. You were definitely.
Aren't you going to arrest him, sir?
Hey, how about you shut up back there?
Officer, he just punched me in the eye.
How about you put your seatbelt on?
God, did you ever see that commercial? The little kid, it's something about words matter, something like that. Anyway, the officer is talking to the mom, and she's all nervous, and she's back there. She's got this little etchy sketch thing she's writing on or whatever, and she put up the deal, and she was like, it said, help.
Oh, no. No.
And he was like, back away, step out of the car. And it come up something like words matter or something like that. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't funny. But
real quick, we're going to take a break because at least you didn't wipe out, because I know somebody that did. And when we come back after the break, you're going to hear one of the best wipeout stories you get to hear.
Huh?
More STF.
After this.
Right after this. We want to help you customize your home or your business, and that's why we recommend you get a name log from our buddy Seth Miller at Miller Custom Name Logs and Chainsaw Carvings. Alan has one in his yard right now, and it's perfect. But that's not all Seth does. Seth can take a chainsaw and make some of the most amazing things. Tons of different sculptures, benches, and he even makes mantles. See what all he can do at millerlogs.com. And please check out his Facebook page. Seth's got all sorts of videos and all. You can see the creation come to life. Miller Custom Name Logs and Chainsaw Carvings. Give him a call at 573-856-4920, or you can just stop by. He's located on Highway 34 between Piedmont and Patterson, Missouri. Look, we all need a little fashion advice, and that's why we follow @LifeWithLexiG on Instagram. She's a budding social media influencer that provides fashion, beauty, and lifestyle content. Not to mention, she's Alan's daughter, but she's building a name for herself on social media and wants to help you out as well. She'll also charm you with her amazing voice. Just check this out.
You come over right. You come over and you stay the night.
@LifeWithLexiG. That's on Instagram. If you're interested in any of the products or any of the content that she's talking about, then comment or click the links in her bio. @LifeWithLexiG. Well,
we're back.
Howdy, folks. Hey, if you don't mind, go ahead, comment away, ask us some questions. We have some that people wrote in beforehand, and we'll get to those here in a little while. But, yeah, just comment away. Let us know how you're doing. How is your spring break? What's going on in the news where you're at? Where are you watching from? We just want to know all this stuff, and ask us whatever you want to, and we'll get to all the comments after a little while. But first of all, Romy calls me the other day and says, hey, I'm in town. I was like, whoa, when did you get? You must have just got here. He's like, I've been here about 6 months. I just first time calling. And anyway, he told me, I got to reminisce this for you. I was like, okay, tell it on the show. He said, it's a good one. All right, so you said you got the intro, too.
I got something, I'm sure.
And now, another installment of Romy Reminiscence.
Gets me every time.
Why is it so good?
All right, so I don't know if
Here, get that crew on.
which one. Which one? am I
Look
looking
right
at?
here.
This
Look
one?
right here.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Trying to be pro here.
Man, I'm rookie of the year, son. So I don't know if you've ever heard of a one wheel, but it's like a motorized skateboard that has one big wheel, like a tire in the middle. It's like a hoverboard / skateboard. I picked up that hobby in California, and
Like a mountain bike.
yeah, that's right. I got about
And the snowboarding.
All right.
4 or 5 miles on it, and starting to get a little confident, a little cocky.
Got this, huh?
And we had several days in a row where it rained and our jobs got canceled. Well, of course, I didn't want to ride my one wheel in the rain, so I waited. Well,
Lame.
we did have the third day. We had work that was canceled because it was all tied to a big outage. So it was all scheduled. So
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Yeah.
Jay called it a unicycle.
Yeah.
What?
So anyway, I have this nice, pretty Bluebird day off. So,
Straight up.
we show up that morning, get paid 2 hours, show up,
Boom.
we leave. And then I'm at my house, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to ride the one wheel to work, and I'm going to irritate my GFs.
That's like my dad riding that moped to work that he won one time in an auction. He won a moped because like you got to pick a key,
Yeah.
and his key fit in there. Oh, it worked.
Oh,
he won this cool moped. That moped was so slow. He drove it to work. He was late. He laid down. Then my sister hit
Funny,
me with it.
dude. That's funny.
So I'm riding this. It's usually like a 4-minute drive from where I'm staying to our yard we show up at. And it's through neighborhoods, so I figured, probably like 6 or 7 minutes. Because,
I'll be weaving in and out of.
Man, yeah. So I was bebopping through there, having a great time. Go down into the yard. Everybody's like, "What is that?"
What is that? A superhero?
And I'm like,
on one wheel?
And I'm like, "Welcome to the future, loser."
Look, he's wearing a cape too.
So I roll up in the yard, thinking everybody's gonna come out, and like, that's so cool.
They're gonna come out, and then it's gonna be like Caesar coming back in the row.
The no palms. That's
So
your.
I get there, I'm all hyped up. The yard grunt, he's like cleaning up the yard. He has earplugs. He didn't even see me come in. Like he's got his back to it, never heard me. Like he never saw any of it. So I hop off, and everybody's like, "What are you doing here?" And then my GF's like, "Well, since you're here, I need you to go look at this stack of jobs."
Dang it! I was just trying to say
And
how
I was
cool
like-
I was.
I was like, "Okay, I'll come back. I don't want to wipe out with all these folders and lose papers." So
If you went back to buy the same people carrying like just a defeated look on your face.
So he's like, "Hurry up, we'll start your time at 10 o'clock." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm, kind of a little bit of self-imposed time pressure. Like they would know when I started looking at these jobs. They ain't going to know.
Stupid.
Anyway, so I'm bebopping through there. I'm about a block and a half from the house I'm staying at. And there's a car coming towards me. I stop at a stop sign, of course. Obey all rules.
Straight up obeying street law.
I'm looking at this car.
like a boss.
I'm looking at this car because I know that I'm probably not like super highly visible. I don't want to get hit by a car. So I'm looking at them, and I accelerate rather quickly. So this thing goes like 19 miles an hour.
Wow.
And I wiped out at 17 and a half miles an hour. And like it was like probably 30 feet from where I stopped at the stop sign to where I wiped out. So I got to 17 miles an hour pretty quick. And it just, so you're bebopping like this. And then if for whatever reason you go too fast or you accelerate too fast or the uneven terrain, it goes, so let me look at the camera. So you're like this and you go, like,
It just nosedives.
yeah, nosedives and comes to a complete, that plastic front will just come to a complete stop.
And you're going end over it.
Yeah.
You're going.
No, yeah. So I fly off of it. I land right beside the car. Like, I get up real fast. If I didn't have a hoodie on, I would have no meat on my elbow at all. Like,
Man.
like I hit get up, and she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm fine. Yeah, I do this all the time." So then, like,
I wipe out all the time, just like my snowboard record, my bicycling regular.
So, it hurt, but it wasn't like abnormal hurt. And then I hop on it real fast, and I try to, save face, and I start cruising, and like my hands start shaking, like, and then I like start sweating, and I was like, "Oh, this ain't good." And it's like, I get like, 30 more seconds. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. So like I'm like sweat is like running off my forehead, and it's like 40 degrees outside, and I'm like about to throw up, sweating to death. Like, so as soon as I get to the house, like I leave, the one way outside, I go inside, I start coming out all my clothes, sit down on the couch, and I'm like getting dizzy and everything, and I reach over and I grab a bottle of water and I take like 3 swigs of water, and lights go out.
Oh.
And I come back to, and my eyes were already open, and it's like, I don't know. It's like everything was white, and then it was like color started coming back, and then I was so confused. I was like, "Where am I at?" I was like, couldn't grasp that, and then I was like,
and there was just
who am I? Like, I didn't know who I was. Like, I was like full blown amnesia. Well, that's what I was. I went into
40 degree weather
or something.
But
It was like 20 minutes of absence. And
that's not completely normal.
This dude
no, it's
butt
not.
naked laying beside me.
Yeah. So, which
you it's like you went to Dallas with us.
He was riding my one wheel. He looked like Superman.
So
I ride your knee if you want to.
which I don't know, because I hadn't had anything to eat that day. I had some coffee and that was it. So I don't know if it was like
Looks like you lost some weight.
empty stomach. Yeah,
that was
I didn't know if it was like
total
empty
joke.
stomach and then wipe out, or like I told one of my friends, he's like, "Dude, you got a concussion. Like, you were like knocked out." Yeah. And I was like, "Nah, play. I didn't have no concussion. I've had concussions before." He said, "Were you wearing a helmet?" I was like, "I was wearing a fly helmet, like, hard hat that has the chin strap."
Yeah, I was looking like.
Oh, I thought
I was like, fly. I know
Super
I already look fly on this one.
Where's my fly helmet? I can imagine had my feathers sticking out.
So anyway,
We call that a pimp hat. Romy thought he going to the players'
Y'all
ball.
like my fly helmet, player?
so
To the players' ball,
So
man.
he convinces me to look at the helmet and see if I had any scuffs.
Yeah.
And I was like, "No, I ain't got." So right above my right ear is a
Why didn't you send us-
vertical.
He could have sent a picture.
Yeah. So
That would have been
here, want me to send? Who
incredibly-
you want me to send it to?
Nobody.
Too
It's
late.
too late.
airdrop it to. What is this? Oh, it's Apple finally.
Yeah, man.
Airdrop it to my computer. I'll show everybody.
So you have this.
Is it Alan Nolte or is it?
That ain't me.
Send it to Alan Nolte.
Here it comes, coming to you.
Oh man, we heard that. But so you wipe out. You come to 20 minutes later after you get back.
Yeah,
I'm surprised. That's incredible. You didn't just foul out right there on the street. Like you got all the way back.
Yeah,
to your place.
I made it home. So I wake up. I'm like total amnesia, and I'm like still shaking. So I reach up and I see a jar of peanut butter that I had up there. So I started eating like spoonfuls of peanut butter, and then after that I start kind of coming back a little bit, and it's like, dog, that was not cool at all. Like, that was full blown shock.
Dude.
You're like the Grinch when he went flipping around. Like, almost lost my cool.
So I come to work the next day and I'm limping. Like I have like bruised hip, knees all scuffed up, like strawberries on my hip.
There it is, right there.
Yeah. So
That is a pretty fly.
that is right above my right ear. So that means that I was completely horizontal when I hit the
Here, let me fix this. Yeah.
Man. So you
Yeah.
did smoke that thing. That's pavement, I guess. Didn't hit the car.
No, I didn't hit the car.
Okay.
But I have. So I come to work the next day, all limping. Like my hip was like
still there?
swollen. Yes, it was continually
I
swelling.
was soiling myself.
So, like my lineman on my crew, he's like, "Dude, did you get in a fight? Or what's going on?" I was like, "Have you ever heard of a one wheel and he smoked a cigarette?" He's like, "Dude, how old are you?"
Gene, what some people do to get out of work.
If he would have just taken a drag on the cigarette. same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Before the next one, this is Tennessee 5 has got a question.
Okay.
Question.
I'm
Okay.
homesick. What movies do you guys watch when you're sick?
When I'm sick.
Oh, you're at homesick. You're not homesick.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different.
Yeah.
Come on, Tennessee 5.
Totally.
You're our one YouTube person.
Only slightly related. When I was a kid and I was sick and I would like stay home from school watching TV, I would get mad watching everybody like seem happy and everything. It's like I need a channel.
I'm watching them.
For sick people is what I want.
I
want people miserable. I want people upset.
You needed MSNBC.
So you just logged on. You just logged on to Facebook.
Well, I was like 7, so that wasn't around yet.
The MSNBC would have done it.
Yeah.
I need people that are completely disgruntled.
C-SPAN.
I hate my life and I hate yours too.
I think me and Jake are the ones that are like, hey, did you watch C-SPAN last night?
Yeah. Did you see the caller from Indiana? Idiot. He called in on the independent line. He
Oh,
was
no,
not
Tennessee
independent.
5.
Oh, no. We feel bad for that.
Dude,
Man,
nobody's got
Got
that
the
anymore.
Rona.
That's so 2020.
that's out of season.
Dude.
Sorry.
But
Well,
let me guess.
our prayers are to you that you get.
Yeah, we hope
get
you
help.
feel.
Was this
But what-
before the vaccination or after?
No, I believe you can't say the word vaccine.
I said vaccination.
You got to say.
You did.
You
And
got-
Was
now
this before the vacation or after?
I got us kicked off then.
No, you got to say in terminology that we can only use in South Arkansas. Did you get the pokey pokey?
That's right. That's right. Man.
One pokey
yeah.
or two pokey?
We got one pokey or two.
Is that two pokey you got to worry about?
hardest part-
Second poke.
The hardest part about the vaccination uptake around here is the fact that you can't smoke it. If they would, if they would
Put it in a vape pen, that'd be
if you,
gone.
if
off
you
the
had
shelf.
oh golly, I'd have been vaccinated long. If you would have,
Can we get
they would
secondhand
just do a
vaccination
drive-
because we got it up
if
in
they would do
here?
a drive-through if they had like at Sonic and had a little old bag that had a spoon with a lighter in it, a little big lighter, and they crystallized the vaccination, the vaccine.
What
I
movie?
mean, we shooting meth or what?
You
we-
would have 95% uptake on vaccinations. But
okay.
what? All right, so what movies do you watch? He said, "Ain't okay."
Okay, if you got the Rona, you're homesick.
sick.
You,
So even when you're not sick necessarily, but there
So-
are movies that you watch when you're sick.
you're already feeling down. You want to kind of be lifted up. You want something funny.
I
So
watch
what's a good
usually
comedy movie?
Yep, I usually will watch some kind of comedy. So
Okay, what comedy?
a lot of times National Lampoon's Vacation.
There you go.
I love that cut. I love that road trip movie.
So
and
when-
that road trip, I also will watch Talladega Nights. I like that. Something that's going to be funny.
So back in my VHS days, when we have a limited collection of movies.
You
weeks
just
ago.
lost 80% of our audience.
Yeah, I know. But
What do you mean back in the VHS?
They're just figuring out how to get on YouTube. Dave.
when I was in school and,
Yeah, but I know
DVD
what-
players
I'm
aren't
with you.
super popular yet.
Right?
We had The Burbs. It was recorded off HBO
remember
or
that.
something.
Harry
Yeah,
Meets
so
the Hendersons?
we watched that a lot.
The
People,
Burbs.
yeah,
Tom Hanks.
It's a human femur,
it's not
Ray.
Tom-
Yeah, it was Tom Hanks. Yeah,
It was Tom Hanks.
Yeah, his neighbors were killers.
What was the other one? Tom Hanks used to have some funny. He used to be just a comedy actor. It was Money Pit. Remember that old movie? That was
Big.
good. Big.
Big.
Yep.
Something about the dog.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner and Hooch.
Turner
I
and
was like
Hooch,
Starsky and
yeah.
Hooch, but it's
I remember when Tom Hanks was on a
On the
sitcom.
island?
yeah.
What's
That's
the
how old
comedy?
I am.
Golly.
Oh, God. You had to ask. I don't know.
do
Back
do
Morgan-
any of you
probably
have movie?
back when Morgan Mindy was on? So,
Oh man, that was Robin
wow,
Williams
that's
going.
old.
on.
Well, hey, if y'all know the name of the Tom Hanks, please comment the name of the Tom Hanks sitcom.
Okay, I know if you have suggestions for Tennessee 5, he's sick.
That's
Let's
right.
make it feel better. Good movie. I like Chaos
Tommy Boy
Theory
Tom-
with
go-
Ryan
Tom-
Reynolds is not
Hey,
bad.
Tommy Boy, great choice. Anything with Adam Sandler. Oh God, I'll watch.
That's
Tommy
Chris
Boy.
Farley. Tommy Boy and Chris Farley.
Yeah, Chris Farley
like,
and David Spade.
You like
That's right.
You like Adam Sandler
But,
movies?
I'm sorry.
It's early
I'm
movies.
thinking. Yeah. I'm thinking of when we went to school.
What?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison,
Oh,
not
yeah,
Tommy
yeah,
Boy. Yeah. But Tommy Boy's a great one too, though. Bosom Buddies. Lisa, thank you. She's in my age bracket, so that's probably.
Lord.
Hey, this is the first time I got to use my silver discount.
I think you should watch
It's
Steel
a whole
Magnolias.
different experience. I didn't realize. It's almost like when you go from coach to first class, the way they treat us citizens when you say you're 50. And like at Denny's, they put me in a different room. I had to leave the family, which was fine.
You have your own oxygen bottle.
You had an O2 plug in, and they had a vaccine at the table. I mean, it was.
Did you go ahead and
that was
just
at Denny's?
put on your pancakes?
There was these stalls to park your walker.
That was at Denny's?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was you actually.
Check this out, old son.
It says staff only, but you walk through. They give you a password, and you walk through.
You see
and
this
you go
right here?
downstairs.
You see that right there?
got a
I
Denny's
got
app.
the Denny's app.
That
son.
is so unrespectful.
When we went to Branson, we drove by Denny's and we saw the sign and all that. And Amy Hadley was there, and she said, "I love Danny's." You've never been. It's how do you love it? And you can't even.
I never learned to read.
It's my face.
See, my kids did have a first experience a couple of days ago. Was the very first time at least 2 of them had Whataburger.
Oh, what?
I know.
Did it change your life?
My kids thought it was Whataburger.
Well, see, that's how Landry says.
Bunch of waterhead kids.
They bit in. Okay, I was watching them because I was like, and then let me stop that.
Yeah. You probably don't even have to have that.
See, I was watching. I was like, oh, they're gonna eat it. It's gonna. You can see the life changing moment about to occur, and Landry went. She didn't think anybody was watching. And I was like, "You love it, don't you?" She's like, "It's so good."
It's like when Squidward eating his first Krabby Patty.
Whataburger it's awesome. And then we had some Johnny's Pizza. And I was
that's
that was
life-changing.
Hadley and Landry's first time eating Johnny's Pizza. Amazing.
Yes.
And then Riley and I, we went to.
I want to bring up that comment we just got.
The other kids were at a dance competition one time, and me and Riley, we didn't have to be over there for a little while. So I was like, let's go get some breakfast. She said, well, let's go to IHOP. I said, no, IHOP. If you want real breakfast food. And I said, we're going to Waffle House. She said, I've never eaten at Waffle House.
What? I ate at Waffle House on my honeymoon, son.
And they're still married. That was amazing.
And I asked her a post Waffle House experience. We were walking back to the car. I said, well, what's your verdict on Waffle House, huh? And I was waiting on her to say, it's amazing. She said, you could see the bullet holes in the wall. And there was a window missing, like no lie. Everything else was great. I was like, that's the experience.
That's it.
Before we go to
when that grease gets in every ounce of food on that plate.
Man, when you get it's those hash browns, man. When you can it's
the greatest.
You're a fan when you say, how do you want those? Scattered smothered, covered, chunked and topped. Comment if you know what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's a
They
true...
threw all that trash on there. That
is a true Waffle House
We
fan.
got mushrooms,
But let's talk
tomatoes,
about this
cheese.
comment right here. I remember watching Prince of Egypt when I had the chicken pox. Now my mom... I'm not allowed to get sick.
Oh.
This is, as you know, that Rebecca Erskine, famous... This is Romy's wife.
Yeah.
What do you mean she's not allowed to get sick? What did you...
I'll tell you what, he laid down there.
How many sick days?
One job.
How many sick days do you give a woman a year?
No sick days. 0.
She still got to cook.
She gets mad at me when I get sick, though.
Because as a man, if I get sick, I'm down. I'm down for the count.
Yeah.
Dude, me too.
If I get fever, like I can go through a lot of injuries, but like as soon as my temperature gets like 101, like I start hallucinating. Like here I go. Like 200 years ago, I'd have died. Like no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, a guy could get his left leg just chopped off in an accident. We'll walk it off.
This little cancer, I just cut it right off my neck.
But if we get sick, it's over.
And like Leslie turns into, she goes to Nurse Leslie. I could have made her. I just had an idea.
Yeah, my wife does it. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Every time your wife is mad at you, you get sick.
Oh.
No, because she turns into this loving, like, oh my God. Are you okay, baby? It's like she here, come lay down. And she'll pull the covers back for me, and then she goes and does it. She said, you want to play some Fortnite or something? Or whatever. And I'm like, this is all right.
Did you just?
And I just came up with
Did you get a cheat code?
Make her, oh my God.
This is like a cheat code to marriage.
You ever heard of Game Genie?
Dude.
CheatCC.com.
See, the good thing is...
Comment if you remember the Game Genie.
The good thing is I do remember Game Genie. Leslie never watches our podcast. So that's the good thing is that she'll never know.
She and everybody else in our families.
And her text. So, Rebecca? You're my friend. You're my friend.
Don't rat him out. He's figured something out good.
Let me get sick. Just let me be sick.
Real quick, we got a lot to get to. We got your questions coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to take a really quick break, and we'll be right back because we got a lot to get to. Man,
we'll be right back with more Small Town Famous right after this.
If you love the outdoors, then you love fishing. And the best way to keep your pond stocked is with our friends at Billy Bland Fishery. They have all the best sport fish from catfish, koi, bass, crappie. And if you want to keep that tank in your home or classroom or even the office looking good, then Billy Bland's also has a great variety of tropical fish as well as goldfish, minnows, and much, much more, and they ship right to you. The name is Bland, but the fish are not. And you can see the selection that they have at BillyBlandFishery.com. Or give them a call. They'd love to hear from you. 870-694-4811. They're on Facebook, so go ahead and like their page and check out. If you're looking to decorate your home and want it to look amazing, then Cottonwood Farm Design Company has exactly what you're looking for. Cabinets, tables, signs, and all sorts of decorations that would give your home the warm, rustic charm that you'll love and your friends will too. Check out all their designs and even make your own at one of their sign parties. Have an idea? They'll bring it to life. 5-star reviews all over the place because Cottonwood Farm Designs are built to last. Like their Facebook page, Cottonwood Farm Design Company. You can also call them 910-220-5867 or email them at cottonwoodfarmdesignco@gmail.com.
And now, another installment of Romy Reminiscences.
We're back with one.
So, yeah, I got another one.
Let's go.
So, when I was in California, everybody's talking about the
We
difference.
For 2 years.
So, the difference is
podcast.
the South and the West. So, my apprentice is from California, and we get to talking about Vienna sausage.
Hey, do the whip real quick. I just thought. You might watch The New Guy. That may be your movie.
Oh,
But
I love the new guy. I know that.
no, when he did that, one more time. Let's do it. Okay, all right, go back. I don't know why I didn't want to do that. So stupid.
Sweet.
Okay,
That's the one.
All right, so we get to talking about Vienna sausage.
We ain't heard that in forever.
That's so sweet.
all right, go ahead.
So
Trademark.
my apprentice, Justin, he had never heard of Vienna sausage at all. He's 26 years old, never heard of Vienna sausage.
Not
I was
from
like,
America.
I was like, dog.
Did you ask him when did you join Al Qaeda? I mean,
No,
this
I
is
did. So Wes,
he's straight. He's
one of my
straight.
linemen from East Texas, he's like, it's like potted meat in tube form.
Does it get any better?
Yeah, oh yeah. So
that
I
is
was
spot on.
and
That guy's got to be a billionaire.
So I had to,
Him and the guy that did deviled ham.
yeah.
Whoever came up, you know what would taste awesome? Ham. Ham is, it's good formed. Let's put it in a freaking blender.
Real quick fun fact.
Redneck pate.
The guy that you had the regular ketchup bottle upright. The guy who invented the ketchup bottle that's upside down,
And it's already ready to go.
$12 million idea.
Boom.
Anyway,
Golly.
potted meat in tube form.
Potted meat in tube form. So
Love it.
anyway, Wes is
It
familiar.
used to be their slogan.
Yeah. Wes is familiar with Vienna sausage. So I get to tell, I'm a little bit of a connoisseur myself.
of potted meat in 2 form.
He's tried it all.
No, just Vienna sausage. Like, I tell him, I was like, I'll bring him some back. Like, when I go back out there.
He can tell the year in region.
Yeah. So.
That was a good year.
So the Armour brand. If you eat Libby Vienna sausage, you're trash.
You are carny trash.
You literally have never left the trailer park. So Armour brand
sausage comes from the hills of Westboro, Louisiana,
and specifically the smoked flavor. That's what you want. So I used to on my bucket trucks, I'd have the Little Debbie.
I have no idea why it's doing that. I'm going to break that comment button.
So.
Chase made the comment button.
I had this hidden I had this hidden trap door in my bucket truck. I called it my pantry. So on the far left was packed full of
I keep meaning to hit the camera.
The far left was packed full of honey buns, the Little Debbie honey buns.
All right.
The far right was packed full of Vienna sausage smoked flavor. That's a meal.
What brand?
Armour brand.
Boom. That's the best.
So you eat one honey bun and one can of Vienna sausage. That will buy you 5 hours before because
before you lose your intestines all over the bathroom.
No, you gotta either find something else to eat or you'll eat another honey bun and Vienna sausage.
No, you know what it means. I can see Romy as a villain in a movie after his henchman got this dude to eat the Vienna sausage. He goes, "You now have 5 hours before your bowels escape you."
So anyway,
we have 5 hours.
At the peak of my connoisseurship, we were working in Tallulah, Louisiana, and I didn't have an abundance of money back then. It was me and Rebecca were
as opposed to
a little bit more than that now. So me and Rebecca were
Libby now.
Libby.
He just thought they was trash.
So
I get the extra large honey bun now, baby.
He had that California Vienna sausage. He's like,
so we're
from Vienna's. That's where the good sauce is.
So we're staying at the Super 8 in Tallulah, Louisiana. I don't know. That's a happening place.
That sounds
brag
terrible.
about it. That's
Super
the
8.
place where they would put Vienna sausage on the buffet.
So
here's your breakfast.
Continental sounds so fancy, baby.
They had coffee with chicory in it.
Why don't you just say community coffee?
It was. How do you know? How do you know?
Because community coffee is the worst coffee known to mankind. Sorry,
So
Louisiana.
side note, the guy that I'm renting my house from, it's a closed-in garage apartment. He's an older guy. And I got this shipment of community coffee delivered to the door. And I was like, "Hey, man, you like coffee?" He's like, "I love coffee. I drink it every day." I was like, "I got some for you." It's like, "You like medium roast or medium dark?" He's like, "I like more like a medium dark." I was like, house blend coming up. So I give him a little bag. The next day, it was on my little back porch deal. Had a note on it. It's like, "Sorry, pretty much in a nutshell, I don't like this coffee." I was like, "What?"
That was the nicest insult I've ever had.
Yeah,
Wow.
thanks. But yeah, nobody in California likes my coffee. But anyway.
If they ain't ready to stay up for 3 days.
Who wants to put bark in their coffee? I don't understand.
So,
But anyway, Roman reminiscence.
so
What were we talking about? Vienna sausage.
we're at the Super 8, and every night, one of my coworkers, he had a little mini grill, a little Coleman grill, and they would grill like pork chops, steaks, and all the, whatever.
Vienna sausage.
But I didn't have money for pork chops and steaks, but I did have Vienna sausage.
You could have molded
So
the pork
I
chop out of
said, "Hey, player, if you don't mind clear me off a spot on this grill. I'm gonna grill these."
the world's smallest hot dog.
Do y'all want Kobe or what?
It's like the White Castle of hot dogs.
Why don't you clear this off? We's about to get this cooking.
So
The only hot dog that fall through the grate.
Oh, that would. That's
my third one.
He goes, slap that thing on the grill. He goes, "Oh, that went through the grate."
So anyway, I holler at Vince.
Get it,
87 cents? I don't know.
Get it with the tongs. Get it with the tongs.
So I was like, oh,
He's
son.
making 15 cents an hour.
Oh, son, is it all right with you if I clear off me a spot and grill these bean sausage on this grill? He looked at me. He's like, are you serious right now? And I was like, yeah. He's like,
Of course.
I've never even heard of that. And I was like, well, I've never done it before. It's brand new. I just now invented it.
I like mine with grill marks, baby.
Sure.
I've had mine in banana leaves.
You know, I put them on there, I grill them, flipping them over, having to, I don't know how long to do it. So I get like hot dogs where it's the outside's kind of charred a little bit. And he's like, bon appetit. So everybody's like, eating their little steaks.
They're waiting on you to eat it?
Yeah, they're waiting on me to eat it. And I start eating and they're like, so how is it? And it tasted exactly like cold Vienna sausage. No flavor change at all. Yeah, no, just nothing. I was like,
hey, man, I thought that was
If you would have pulled out like
a knife and fork.
yeah, that was the biggest disappointment of that day for
when
sure.
you smoke Vienna sausage, you have to.
You got to put a little slice in it.
You got to put a slice in it like you would butterfly shrimp. So I do butterfly.
I like to spiral it around. You have 2 cuts of spiral, so when it booges out, you're ready.
That's it.
But yeah, it don't do that. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
man.
If you're gonna eat Vienna sausages, just eat them cold.
Just put it. Order truffle oil
Truffle. Okay.
from Italy, and that's what I dip mine in.
Do you lightly?
Spend $1,000. How much was the meat? 37 cents.
Do you lightly coat it with Grey Poupon?
Grey Poupon. Pardon me. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Those?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the Grey Poupon commercial?
Yeah, I was really young though.
Like the limousine window goes down.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Would you have any Grey
Do you have a
Poupon?
Grand Poupon? Yeah,
I had a fraternity
remember.
brother. I had a
That was
fraternity-
really low.
He had one too many one night, and we dared him to go ask for some Grey Poupon all around the dorm room, but he could only wear a necktie. Only.
Pardon me.
He walked around butt naked, all around around our dorm at SAU, knocking on other doors, and they would answer that door, and
they would go.
he played center for SAU football.
So he's a big old boy.
Yeah, they didn't make fun of him. But he had this tie on. They dialect, and he's a monstrosity of a man, butt naked, saying, and he had to do his hand like this the entire time. Pardon me, but do you have any Grey Poupon?
So they open the door. I'm sure they go, you want some Grand Poupon? They go, no, we don't want it. And we don't want any Vienna sausage either. So, we don't want any of that.
Oh,
Well, that's just hurtful.
oh, wow.
All right. Do y'all want to get some real quick questions?
Sure.
We'll also get to yours if you decide to comment.
Questions, comments, concerns?
Yeah, concerns.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said yes.
She was one of the doors we knocked on. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. She was with us.
Some things you cannot unsee.
We ain't clowned on moms in a minute.
I know.
Golly.
But that's about to change right here with this.
I like how you have an entire sheet of paper in like 3 words.
Well, I just print the emails off like.
If Biden catches you wasting paper like that, I meant Harris.
Anyway, this comes from Casey in Akron, Ohio.
Is that real?
It's all
Yeah,
real.
they're all
Okay.
real.
We're all over.
I
got
didn't know
tens
people.
of fans
I didn't know people
everywhere.
from all over the nation actually watch this crap.
I think they watch our Facebook more than they watch this.
It's like 2 from every state.
Oh, yeah.
So they're very lonely.
What's the longest you've ever stayed awake? I don't know. That's a random question. I want to hear Romy's on that.
Pre-meth or post-meth? No, without drugs. What is the longest?
4.5 days.
Okay, what were you doing?
Week.
That was Hell Week in my fraternity.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, God, that's
Yes.
back in the hell, had the hell weeks.
Yes.
We had the hell
It was
night.
the entire week of it.
4.5 days of no
Yes.
sleep.
Yes. So
By the end of that, what were you like?
it makes everything that happens to you seem a lot worse than it really is.
There's a game show about that right now.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
um?
I don't know. It's one of them Japanese ones you talking about?
No, the kids watch this on. It comes on. I don't think it's Apple TV or something like that. But they keep them wait for
watch
24 hours, and then they have to do all these puzzles and crap.
Oh yes.
Oh man.
Like they can't do simple math.
But
and they're trying to do all this complex stuff.
At
regardless.
work, like working and functioning like a normal human, it's like 52 hours probably. Which is like I got pulled over and not pulled over. I went through the weigh scales in California, and they're like, you got to turn in logbooks, and my foreman is like, do not tell them how much. Do not. So yeah, I just skipped.
Golly, man, I'll never made 24 hours. Not past 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah, I got my sleep, man. To look this good.
I know it takes a lot of.
I mean, I'll be 57 this year.
Hey,
to look this good,
do you
gotta
know?
Sleep.
You been to Anaheim lately? Because Bethany in Anaheim, California.
Never.
What's the time you had to tell someone "I told you so"?
Everybody that voted for Biden in this election.
The last time I told you was when I said, "Yeah, this show's gonna be crap."
Told you so.
Told you so.
This last time when we told Jordan how the election was going to turn out.
Oh, we did. We did tell him so.
That was tough, though. He hadn't got over that yet.
You see, that's why I hadn't been here.
Man.
Razor blades and lemon juice.
So when's the last time? What about you? When's the last time you told somebody something?
I just said it.
Oh, yeah.
Told you.
I mean, you can't listen
busy.
for nothing.
Sorry.
No, I can't help but feel like
I got so many things going. Look at all this stuff.
Man, we got so many lights. It's
I
crazy.
can't help but feel like something recently I could have told my wife I told you so, but I chose not to. I just pretended like I was surprised.
Okay, let's tell her now.
I can't remember what it is, but so I'm excited.
That's a good question. That was good. Thank you for that question.
We got a bunch, but we're almost out of time, and we're going to let people get on with their lives. So we'll do one, maybe two more. But Alyssa in Nashville, Tennessee.
Boom.
I want to Tennessee 5.
The home of rock and roll.
Who is Alan's celebrity crush? Alan's celebrity crush.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, I just Rebecca's watching. Probably Ryan Gosling. I mean, hold on, wait. No,
Ryan Reynolds.
No. Maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ryan Gosling. Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, celebrity crush.
It's the personality. He gets me with that.
It's the. Who is my celebrity crush?
Good Lord. Who is?
Who's yours?
Or
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Maybe Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
John Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I saying men? So, because you don't have because crushes on. Well, I guess I just don't want to get in trouble.
I hadn't read this.
Yeah,
one
I don't have any celebrity crushes ever.
Okay, that's right. You don't have a TV.
That's right. I've never said
the man
anything
that knows
stupid.
more about pop culture than anybody.
And he was suggesting movies.
The man does not own a TV, but try to name anything of pop culture he doesn't know anything about.
He got it.
And try to find a meme he hasn't seen.
Like a sponge.
You would have to make a meme up right this minute, send it to us, and he'll say, yeah, I made one up like that last week. Anyway.
All right, last question.
Dad's is Barbara Eden.
Does anybody even know what that is?
Oh, yeah. I had a crush on her when I was little, and even watching reruns. That's the genie, the woman that played the genie.
Oh.
She was hot even back in the 50s, 60s, whenever your dad was 30 or 40. I don't remember. It was back in the 70s, probably. Early 70s.
It was
60s.
like right when color was first getting put on TV.
Yeah.
She had that plume of smoke. She was a literal smoke show.
She actually was really hot for even back
Smoke
then.
show. Yep. All right, last question before we wrap it all up. Trevor in West Memphis, Arkansas. We got an Arkansas boy, right?
Boom.
Yeah.
That is not real because West Memphis and he's named Trevor. But go ahead.
He's a transplant.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
This doesn't really seem like a question. Like kind of like that other one we got.
If he says something about my equipment, I will.
I want to thank you all. That's rare.
I like the way it starts out.
All right,
You're welcome.
I was in search of the worst thing on the internet, and you all helped me find it. Thanks, Trevor.
Little thing I like to call day nada.
Hey, we'll read them, even if you got nothing nice to say. We'll read it.
We would rather get trashed. I remember one of our first podcasts when me and Joe when this dude
that ain't mine.
we got our first comment. And the guy said it was so scattered. He said it was worse than a trucker. He said our podcast was like listening to a drunk or high on meth trying to read road signs. And after that, we was like, screw it, and we wanted you to bring the heat.
And look at where it's got.
And then you invited me on.
And then we got Romy.
Oh, man, we still got a ton to eventually bring up, but we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, once this video is ended, if you don't mind, just go back and sharing it, and then go back, watch it. If you didn't finish it, if you didn't watch it all from the beginning, go back, type it. We're going to read all these comments later anyway.
And we got to do these, and you can comment afterwards. It still helps the algorithm, pushes us on up. We do have 2 more sponsors we got to get to before we end the show.
Do not end the show. We're watching the sponsors. We're going to know if you didn't watch them.
That's right.
We have we got a major big finale coming up right after these.
Fatality.
It's big. It's big.
Let's take a real quick break.
Let's take a real quick.
Nothing is more important than family. And we all want the best care for our loved ones. And that's what Regional Hospice Care Group of Northwest Louisiana offers. Quality and compassionate care from a wonderful staff that's dedicated to families. They have a full-time physician on staff that even makes house calls. Located in both Minden and in Shreveport. Regional Hospice Care Group of Northwest Louisiana. Let them care for your family. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Magnolia or the surrounding area, or you're in search of some rental property, then Brent and Courtney McHenry can help. They offer free comparative market analysis to help you determine the value of your property and can help you find the perfect buyer. They also work with rental property owners and can help you find the property that's right for you. Plus, they offer very valuable advice. They're good friends of ours, and we hope you give them a try. 870-234-1644. And let Brent and Courtney McHenry see how they can help you.
And we are back.
Ba-boom.
We want to thank everybody. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. And
what?
we hope everyone
come on, man,
has a great rest of the week, but don't find any shrimp tails in your cereal. I don't know if anybody.
Oh yeah,
saw that.
we didn't even talk about that.
And they called that.
We don't wish that on anybody.
They wanted to make
his husband did that,
but they wanted to make him sound like a liar.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then they called that bluff, and they're gonna send him back.
Yeah. So what I would have done if I was damage control for Cinnamon Toast Crunch is I would have been like, playa, send me your box. Here's $500. We're gonna recall, even if you don't recall everything.
Yeah, sure.
We are recalling everything, this whole lot number. Yeah. We're bringing it all in, and he'd be like, "I did a good deed." But no, you try to bust a dude out on the interweb.
Yeah.
And all the nerds of Twitter gets involved,
especially like a comedian.
Oh yeah. I like the scientists are like, I specifically study crustaceans and DNA sequences. And like, I will test this.
I'm gonna cinnamon infused sugary cereal.
I test it all.
It's a specialty.
In fact, I have a study from 1982 that I copied right off of this.
Seafood crustration. Yeah. Seafood crustaceans infused with cinnamon and sugar coated. It
makes a tasty treat.
It is a niche.
Ain't you ever heard of shrimp and grits?
All right,
it is a niche.
I got to think.
It's a niche.
You gotta work. I was thinking about your plane ride to Hawaii when it was in the pothole. And,
I think about that every time I fly.
Just pull it out. You know, like that.
Yeah.
But what do you do about the Suez Canal, like that big shipping? Oh my gosh, that dude went. I like his Biden defense.
Can't do a J-turn.
Did you see the Biden defense? The wind blew it.
We're gonna circle back.
I thought it was.
How do you get that? They had one bulldozer out there trying to dig. I was like, woo.
Well, I figured though they said, but it has been there since the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Everything else.
I mean, how do you? Well, I know Romy could probably.
But under my
y'all know what the QAnon people are saying about it.
I want to keep my YouTube
right.
Oh Okay.
Chase has already got. Chase
all I
has already got his
gotta
2
say
strikes.
to the listeners at home is just do a little research.
Just type Q.
There are no coincidences. Just let that out there. And Evergreen is Hillary Rodham Clinton's code name.
Q.
Just throwing it out there. I mean, what do I know?
Just search Q and you can just throw
Anonymous.
And type the word anonymous.
Hip hop anonymous.
Yeah, and if it whatever pops up in your suggestions.
Yeah.
But if that pops up, first,
whatever
you need to clear your browser history immediately.
Right. Well, with that,
so
we'll call it a day. We appreciate everybody for tuning in.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Support the channel. We got Patreon. We don't ever talk about that.
If you want to give us some money, we'll talk about you.
We're going to be revamping our website.
We're trying to revamp the website so we can set up a merch store, live streaming player, and a place where you can actually donate.
I like how Jeffrey Rogers pops up right when we're getting.
Yeah, Jeffrey. He's like, "Oh, it's podcast night." Jeffrey knows. But yeah.
Anyway, thanks to everybody. We're Small Town Famous, and we are
out.
We're out.